Hi, this is Elena in Costa Rica, and in this video of my video series of the How to Move to Costa Rica video series, we're going to be talking about the logistics. So what are some of the logistics that you need to set up for your move, and how do you go about just doing that? And don't forget, for the best advice and information on moving to Costa Rica, make sure to check out the rest of my channel. If you are new, there is an abundance of information for you that I put out weekly so that you know what you're doing, you can feel somewhat prepared, and that you can have a good, successful move if that's what you're doing. So sorting out logistics is something that I do on a daily basis for my clients and for myself. So we're gonna go over some of the logistics that you're gonna need to set up before your arrival and after. Number one is going to be choosing an area that's right for you. I cannot stress this enough. This is one of the first things that I do when I'm working with my clients. Some already know what area they want to be in. Some have no idea. But you need to choose an area that's right for you. So look at the climate, the community, the overall culture there. You know, Costa Rica is very wide and diverse, and there's a lot of different types of living. You can live kind of more of an excited, fast-paced life, or you can be more rural and live a very slow-paced lifestyle, but in a really nice community. Or you can be up in the mountains, or you can be by the beach, or, there's really so many cool possibilities here. So it's so important for you to choose one that's right for you, because let's say if you're a social person, you want to come out here, you want to get to know people, don't put yourself up in the middle of nowhere on a mountain. So it's just going to be really important that you do that research and that you choose what's best for you. And if it does help to talk to someone, you can always set up an appointment on my calendar, on my website, to talk about this, because you are going to have a totally different experience of Costa Rica if you don't choose an area that's a good fit for you. Okay, number two is going to be your rental. So rental is a big logistic that needs to be set up. So what I do when I'm working with a client is, in the last video of the series, which I hope you watched, we talk about budgeting. So if you're just working on your budget, you've already started to go out and scope out rentals. And if you're not sure how to find a rental, you can watch it here in this video. Make sure to see this video so you can see how exactly I look for rentals in Costa Rica long term. So you're finding your rental. When do you actually want to land your rental? Usually I start landing rentals for clients about a month before their arrival. Sometimes it can arrange to be beforehand, but the rental market's kind of funny here. It's pretty much whoever moved out that week. So I like to send people examples, and I encourage people to start looking at examples in areas that they like, so they can get an idea of what they can get for their budget. But when it comes time to actually land something, you might already have some in mind, or you know exactly what you're looking for. So the rental is another logistic that you're going to need to sort out, which could be before your arrival. Some people actually might sort this out after their arrival. Some people do choose to be in an Airbnb for a week or two, and then, while they're here on the ground, search for their rental. That option is fine too. So it's just going to depend on what feels right for you, what's in the market at that time. If you're not finding exactly what you want, then maybe you'll want to just do a month to month. But if you find something that you absolutely love, it's in your budget, it's in the area you want, then you might want to commit to a longer time period, maybe 6 months or something like that. So your rental is something that you're going to need to sort out. The third thing that you're going to need to sort out is at least, the transportation from the airport to where you're staying. So whether that's an Airbnb or you've landed your long-term rental, you need to know how you're going to get there. Number four, paying utilities. So this is kind of something that you learn to sort out after you get here. And when you do rent somewhere, the landlord will tell you how to pay them. So that's just something that you're going to have to learn that's going to be a little bit new. You can sometimes pay them online, or you can, usually there's just a little corner store in the neighborhood that you go and you can pay your utilities there in cash. Or you can go directly to, let's say the e-cig office for electric. But really the easiest way is kind of just to take out the cash, go to the store, or if you do have a bank account, you can go ahead and pay online. The fifth thing that you want to sort out logistically is how are you going to get around? This is important. So, make sure to watch this video about what to look for in a rental, because I really elaborate more on the location of your rental. So if you're not going to have a car, you want to make sure that you're within walking distance to what you need. So again, watch that video. It elaborates a lot more into really what you want to look for in your rental, and I actually have a lot of videos on rentals, to make sure to binge those as well. So I'm not going to get into it right now, so I'm not repeating a bunch of information, but evaluate how you're going to get around. Are you going to have a car? If not, are you walking distance to what you need? 6 would be your phone. So do you want to have a phone, like a prepaid phone plan here? I would recommend it. It's going to be, you're going to spend less than what you're paying on, like say, an international plan. Make sure that your phone's unlocked. You buy a chip, you pop it in. Whatever, you know, it works. This is something that I do for my clients too. When I meet them at the airport, I actually bring them an activated phone chip so that they have data and phone calls and a number here when they arrive. And you can get one of those phone chips at a lot of different stores. So most corner stores will have them. You can ask them if, I like to use Colby. You can ask them if they have like Colby or Claro or Movistar. So that's where you can purchase those. You can also purchase the Colby chips at an ISE office, which is, you know, it's Colby ISE. It's like the institution for where you pay electric and other services. So that's where you can get the Colby chip. But, you know, a lot of corner stores will have them as well. So that's where you can get those phone cards. So I want to know, what are some of the logistics that you feel you might struggle setting up here while in Costa Rica? Post that in the comments below, because that kind of helps me know where I need to be helping you all. Number 7, so car rental purchase. So setting up your car rental, your car purchase. So a lot of times what I do with my clients is they might want to rent a car for a month. If they know that they want to have a car when they get here, some people are okay just to be on foot, like now that if they've picked a place that's, you know, pedestrian friendly and they can get to what they need. Some clients want to have a car and they know that. So some will actually rent a car for a month, and then you can kind of look for your car that you may want to purchase when you get here. So I have another video about buying a car in Costa Rica, so make sure to watch that. It has some important information that you'll need to know if you will be purchasing a vehicle in Costa Rica. 8 would be insurance, so whether that's car insurance, whether that is health insurance, make sure, you know, you can set these things up after you purchase your car, after you've arrived, or you can even set up your health insurance before you arrive. So if you, I would always recommend talking to an insurance broker. And if you do want the contact for an insurance broker to learn how to set up, first of all, figure out what kind of insurances are available and to set it up, shoot me an email at sarah@lasaralena.com and I will put you directly in contact with the one that I personally use. Lastly, setting up a bank account. So you'll kind of have to decide, do you want to set up a bank account? Me personally, I've almost never used mine down here, but I've actually found it kind of convenient to put some money in it now to pay some bills, whether it's electric or internet, things like that. So, you know, don't feel like you need to rush into setting up a bank account, but if it is something that you want to do, that's a logistic that you might do while you're here. So these are just a few of some of the many logistics that you will be setting up here in Costa Rica. And if this feels completely overwhelming to you, then I would say go check out some of the other videos on my channel. I go through a lot of these topics and how to do them. Or also if you think that you might need personalized assistance for your move in first of all, setting these things up, and then someone to actually teach you how to do them in the future, then, you know, you can always go to my website, book a call, and we can see if it would be a good fit to work together for your relocation to Costa Rica. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more information, and stay tuned for the next video in this video series. I hope you all have a wonderful week.